What's up? What's up? Good morning, Fab City. Who is with me this morning? Good morning on this Wednesday morning. Feeling so amazing this morning. Feeling super grateful. Woke up and led my morning with prayer and meditation, which was about an hour long. So that's amazing. Did some journaling as well. And yesterday I remember talking about receiving healing and knowing your time and booking the appointment. So that's what I did today. No, that's what I did yesterday. I actually did that for my son yesterday, so it's amazing. A lot of resistance there, but I'm pushing through on that, and he has an appointment today at 10:30. So in a little while, we will go and do that. And something that was coming up today as I was meditating and praying was, what do you value? What do you value? And I realize that sometimes we make decisions and we don't think about the things that we value. So we need to think about that. And I think a perfect time when you're praying and when you're meditating is to start to think about the things that you value, and to good morning, and to take note of those things. Lead with those things. Live your life with those things in mind. Never forget those things when you're making life decisions. And this morning, when I could think about what is it that you value, right? So it's a question I always ask to myself. And the things that came up was health and family. And because I value those things, no matter what it is that I'm going through in life, those things will keep me grounded, right? So I want to share something with you. When you're thinking about, what it is that you value, don't just think of it in the top of your head. Take some notes, write this down in the journal, make this real for you, because when your pen touches that paper, things become real for you, right? It's the same way. It's how I run my business. The pen must touch that paper, and I got to write down my visions, my dreams, what it is that I'm doing. So I want you to think about what your values are. What is it that you value? And then I want you, good morning. Yes, absolutely. Yes, we can talk. Yes. I am here for each and every one of you. So what you value, you have to show proof of what you value. It is the only constant reminder for you, because if not, the top of the head is gone. So this morning, as I meditated and I was praying, and I'm like, what is it that I value? Obviously, number one for me is God, right? Because I told you what I do, how I led my morning this morning. So when you think about what you value, and mine is God, right? My proof is prayer and meditation in the morning. My proof is faith. My proof is relying on that source, on God, right? I value family, communication, and love. I value health. Where's my proof of that? My self-care. So my self-care routine is right? Healthy foods, essential oils, and sleep. So now when you think about what are the things that you value, what is your proof that you value those things in your life? Because you have to have proof, and I'll tell you why. Because right here in the middle, you got circumstances. Today makes 8 days. There was a death in my family. There was a circumstance. There was an unexpected thing that could come crashing down on you. But when you remember your values and how you have proof of those values, you are grounded and rooted. You can still live your life. You can have the strength that you need in these moments when circumstances come through. I don't want them to disrupt the things that you value. I don't want them to stop the things that you do to value yourself, to value your family, to value your health, to value God. Those things cannot stop you. And in the past, I'm sure it has stopped you. And because of that, you have had to realize that you don't have a certain level of awareness, awakening, relationship with God. You don't have a certain level of strength. There are things that you are not aware yet that you do not have because those circumstances when they came into your life. And I say that because when my dad passed away, my health, it could easily be like, oh, it's just going to go to crap. I'm just going to eat ridiculous. I'm not going to lie. I wanted comfort foods. Yes, I had bread and cheese, all the comfort stuff. I'm like, feed me. But I knew I needed my water. I knew that I needed to take my vitamins, my supplements, which I do. I knew that I needed to diffuse oils like no tomorrow. I needed to put oils. I left my case upstairs, but on the bottom of my feet, my essential oils, because I was not sleeping well. And if you can see my eyes, it's still kind of, I'm waking up like every 2-3 hours. It's not that easy. But I know that I have to do the things that keep me healthy because I value my health and my family. When this circumstance happened, I still have to communicate in love. And I also have to forgive and show forgiveness in this circumstance because I value my family, and I have to do the things that it takes to show the proof that I value my family, which is communicate love and forgiveness. So like I told you yesterday, which today, my son has an appointment to go speak to somebody. And yesterday, I said that. I said, if you need healing, you need help, you need to stop sitting on it and go get help. And sometimes when you have kids that are going through difficult situations and you don't know what it is, that's a frustrating time, right? So you're like, I don't know why you're frustrated. I don't know why you feel this way. You don't want to communicate. So you've got to take the next step. And maybe it's easier for them to communicate with somebody outside the home, somebody that doesn't know them. They won't judge them. They won't cut them off when they're speaking. Someone that's just going to listen and give the best advice. And this person that is listening can also be a resource for you and your family. But when you value your family, you do things like this. You go out and you communicate, you love, you forgive. And all these things that you do that show proof, they take you to your next step. So these things, this love, took me to book a therapy appointment for my son, right? Because I love him. I value him. That's my proof. And for God this morning, I value him. So I start my day with that. I start with prayer and meditation. I don't start with social media. I don't start with Instagram, with Facebook. And if I ever like one of your pictures early in the morning, just know that I already prayed and meditated. You know what I'm saying? Because that comes first, always. And my health, like I said, suffering a loss is tough. You might not want to eat. You might want to take care of yourself. But that's not the right thing to do. That's not the right thing to do. So I want you today to think about the things that you value. And I want you to show the proof that you value those things, how you value those things. And we all have different values. We value different things. What's the proof of that? And this might also help you to figure out, maybe you need to add some things to your value list. If you find, hey, you know what? I haven't been communicating with my husband, my family, with my kids. I haven't been forgiving people. I haven't been loving. Maybe it's because I don't value that. Maybe that's something I can add to my value list. And then try these things to hold myself accountable and show proof that I value them. And that's such an important lesson, and I'm more than grateful that I get to share this with you, because as I go through things in my personal life, and I transition and I learn and I grow, right, and I make mistakes, I have a beautiful, beautiful group of people to share that with, because I know that we all go through things, even if they're different things. So I want you to do that today, and know that when you have this set and you are committed to this, no matter the circumstance, it cannot separate you from your values and your proof that you value them. Nothing. So nothing can separate me from the love for God, my commitment to God, from my prayer and meditation. Nothing. If anything, these circumstances may strengthen these things that you value, but you have to know what they are. You have to have them written down. You got to look at them. You got to work on them. You might do some editing, right? Some taking some things out, adding some things in. But that's the beauty. That's the beauty of the pen, or should I say today, the marker, right? That's the beauty of awareness. That's the beauty of us sharing our gifts and our lives with each other, because we're able to help each other versus feeling ashamed of what we're going through and keeping it to ourselves. So I love you all. I want you to have an amazing and fabulous Wednesday. I want you to be blessed. I want you to live abundantly. I want you to be happy and joyous and friendly and kind to people, because you never know what somebody's going through, right? If I walked in a supermarket today, nobody's going to know I lost my dad yesterday. But if somebody was kind to me, that would uplift my spirits without them knowing, right? If I dropped my keys and somebody picked them up for me, I would feel like, oh man, there are so many kind people here. You never know what you're doing for somebody. You never know what their circumstances are. So if you can be that part that doesn't come crashing down and just strengthen other people as well, those things will come back to you. So I love you all. Have a fabulous Wednesday, and I can't wait to share with you tomorrow how this appointment went today, right? We don't know yet. We don't know, because there's still a lot of resistance coming from my son, but I'm more than happy to share with you tomorrow. And have a blessed day. I love you.